All right, well, I'm going to show you guys some options for transferring some images to your block. So here's one option. This is a acetone um, inkjet transfer. Now, I've read a few things on this. I do believe it matters what kind of printer you have. So if maybe this doesn't work, then you might have the wrong kind of printer. I have an inkjet printer. I've seen that maybe that doesn't work sometimes. And I've also seen that you need a laser jet. So I don't know. I just tried this out a little bit and you get a faint image. So I believe it will work. So here's my printout. And for the purpose of this, again, you guys are going to be doing 2 blocks, right? And so you really want to get the same image on both blocks, and you also want it to be in the same spot so that when you print this, your images are going to be aligned as much as possible. And this will help. A couple ways you can kind of aid in doing that is to make sure that your blocks are the same size, and also that you have kind of cut your image out to match those blocks. That's just going to make it a little easier. You don't have to do it this way. It's just going to be a few less steps when you're trying to print those separate blocks. I tried it a little bit here, so I'll just kind of flip this over here and try it again. Here's my image. Again, it's going to be faint, so you might want to go in and after and then just kind of trace it. But I think it's an effective way to do this if you have the materials with you. So I'm going to line this up as best as I can. It might be a good idea to tape down your image just so it doesn't move. So I'll tape this down. And again, I already kind of tried this, so I'll just use the other side to show you kind of the image that you can get. Let me tape it down on 2 sides. Again, you kind of want to make sure it doesn't move as much as possible. Now, again, I'm putting my image down, face down, right onto my block. This stuff is called Ready Cut. There's a number of different kinds. This should also work on linoleum. So give it a shot. Okay, so what I'm using here is just nail polish remover. It does have some acetone in it, so I think that's the key ingredient. Now this stuff is toxic, so be safe. Try to ventilate the area you're working in, open a window, turn a fan on, that sort of thing. I just put it onto a piece of cotton, what are these, pads, and just kind of get it a little wet. And then I'm just gonna dab it on, and you'll sort of see it kind of soak through. I am going to try to put some pressure on this just to make sure that that image is getting soaked by the acetone. And I'm just going to press it down as much as I can. Make sure it's contacting. If you guys have gloves, you should wear gloves. And so you can sort of see it already. That's a good sign. I am going to use some pressure on this. I don't want to rub it too much because the paper will start falling apart, but I am going to kind of just put pressure on it. In a way, this is a version of printmaking. And then before I pull it off completely, I'm just going to look at it. And I'm going to pull it up. I know it's hard to see, but you do see some of that faint image there. So now if I needed to, I can go in with a Sharpie and kind of clean that up. Now you may want to print out a second version of this just to have for your second block because again, you're going to want to do this twice. I'm not sure that you're going to be able to use the same print twice. There might not be enough pigment on there to transfer over. So make sure you have two copies, and then you can do it both. Again, it's important that you align these and you put them in the same spot. So I would try as best as you can. If your block is big, maybe just mark your edges so that you can align it in that box. And that's how you can do your acetone transfer. Let me give you some other options as well.